from RTO. Welcome to another retro ranking, the show that we look at single songs from bands from the last 60 years. And today, this is a viewer's request, come directly from the live stream a couple of weeks ago. I was asked, could you do the Smiths? And yes, that's who we're doing today. We are doing the Smiths. Smiths, of course, formed in Manchester, from that Manchester scene in the early 80s. Great lineup. We had Morrissey, a fine lyric writer. Johnny Marr on the guitars, bassist Andy Rourke and drummer Mike Joyce. They are regarded as one of the most important acts to emerge from the independent music scene. They were more active between 1982 and 1987. I quite like the Smiths. They're a little bit different, and I do respect Morris's. You know, he's quite an extrovert or an introvert. I can't remember which one. But he writes some great lyrics. You listen to his lyrics, and they're all about life and his life. And you know, there is a film about him. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Prime, but there is a film about him, and it is really good. So check it out. I can't even remember the name of it, but I've seen it, and it is an absolute interesting story. So here we go with my top 10 songs from the Smiths, and they're not all singles. I haven't got any of their. I've got one album, and that is a compilation that's not just got singles on, it's got a lot of other tracks, and it's a really good album. So this is where I got all these songs from. So coming in number 10, we actually go to a track that's on an album. It was from 1986. The album, The Queen Is Dead, and the song, I Know It's All Over. First thing that strikes me on this song is Andy Rourke's bass line. So jazzy. And some pretty good lyrics on this from Morrissey. It's a really good song. One of them songs that, unless you're a bit of a fan or you've got an album like I've got, you won't hear about that one. It's a really good, strong song, hidden away from all the hits. Okay, coming at number 9, we go to another deep track. Actually come off the album The Smiths in 1984 with the Smiths. Reel Round the Fountain. Another of them little gentle sort of tracks with some really nice keyboards here, nice beat to it, and again some strong vocals. Okay, coming at number 8, we go to a single now, released in 1986, Panic. Got to number 11 in the UK chart, but number 1 in the UK indie charts. Love this. Do like the lyrics of this. It's all about Britain at the time, I think, and you know, growing up in that period, you sort of relate to this. Some nice guitar work in here from Johnny Marr. Absolutely spot on. Really good song. Okay, coming in at number 7 then, we have another single from 1984, Heaven's Now I'm Miserable Now. I think I've got the title right. Got to number 10 in the UK charts, but again number 1 in the indie charts. What I like about this is it's got a quirky tune, but what makes this is Morris's delivery of the vocal. He actually sounds that he is miserable. but he isn't. Very clever. That's why I like it. It gives it the writing and how he sings it portrays it as, oh, I am miserable. But there's just something about it. Really, really strong track. Coming in at number 6 then. Okay, another single from 1985, number 23 in the UK chart. Again, number 1 in the indie chart. So many number 1s in the indie chart. Boy with the Thorn in His Side. I love the nice melody and that quirky, chinky sort of guitar from Johnny Marr. Again, Morrissey's vocal is really good. Very passionate singer. Really gets into it, and you really get caught up in the lyric on that one. Coming in at number 5 then, we've got another single. Only made number 49 in the UK chart, but again, number 1 in the indie chart. That Joke Isn't Funny Anymore. Great track this is. It's got one of them great bass lines, really moves the track along. Interesting lyrics on this again from Morrissey. I think it's very personal. The lyric content is superb. Okay, coming in at number 4, 1983. Didn't chart in the main chart, but guess what? Yep, number 1 in the indie chart. It's Hand in Glove. Again, Andy Rourke's bass line is the prominent driving force of this song. Again, Johnny Marr's guitars come in and out. Some really, really good drumming on this from Mike Joyce as well. It's just a terrific track. Great drumming on that one. Okay, then number 3. We'll go to 1983 again. Number one in the indie chart, and number 25 in the main chart in the UK. The Charming Man. Love that crisp guitar sound on this, and that unique style of singing from Morrissey. Really, really good. Okay, coming in at number 2, we got a 1985 and to a track off the Meat Is Murder album, Nowhere Fast. This is a bit of a, it sounds very rockabilly at the beginning of this. The drumming from Mike Joyce is terrific. Then you get really good, the lyrics come in and the guitars, really good track. It is one of my favourite tracks by the Smiths. One of them deep cut tracks. Absolute belter. Okay, coming in at number 1 then, from 1985. Number 24 in the UK charts. Number 1 in the indie chart again. But actually got into the US dance charts at number 36. And it's How Is Soon. This is superb. It is my favourite track by the Smiths. But I love Johnny Marr's guitars at the beginning of it. The textures. It's just brilliant. It's well put together song. I should have done more in the British charts. Probably their best song ever in my books. It's just a brilliant song. Okay, that's me top 10, but I have got a few honourable mentions for you. Okay, for my first one is actually from 1986. The Queen Is Dead. Actually, the track. It was eventually released as a single when they put it out on a compilation. It got to number 85 in 2017. Lots of things about this track that are good. The bass line from Andy Rourke, Johnny Marr's guitars again, Mike Joyce's drumming, and then add it in with them great lyrics and vocals from Morrissey. Absolutely belting track. My second one is again from the Queen is Dead album, and it's called Frankly Mr. Shankly, 1986. This is quite quirky. I think this is all to do with one of his teachers at school in the story, that it's that usual thing, you won't amount to nothing. Eat your words, Mr. Shankly. It's a great track, and it's a little bit of dig at school teachers. Yeah, absolutely brilliant song. And my last one today is from 1985, number 26 in the UK, number 1 in them indie charts again, and 36 in the US dance charts. Shakespeare's Sister. This is indie rock meets rockabilly. The rockabilly drums and that really good sound, the Smiths indie sound. Very, very good track. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like a bit of the Smiths. As usual, the full top 10 songs are in the playlist. Go and have a listen. Have a bit of a boogie to the Smiths. And I'll be back tomorrow for Marathon Wednesday, and it's part 2 of Hawkwind. We're looking at my ranking from 17 right up to number 1. Again, discovered some really great albums on that. So I'll be back for that. Off out tonight to a dinner for the Northampton Magicians Club. With my friend Lee. Got invited, so it's dinner and a magic show. So I've got something to look forward to today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.